everybody. I said, you know what? I have so much videos that I really feel compelled to drop and talk about. So I realized that I don't have to just drop all my content on just one platform, which is obviously YouTube. So I say, you know what? I got other platforms that I can give time to. So let me try to go into these other platforms to give what it is I feel really passionate about. And what I do feel passionate about is motivating people, inspiring people, lifting people up. Because I know if I'm going through, I know I'm not the only one. So I know if I want to hear something encouraging or just to pick me up, I know other people want to hear that. So why not just give it bottom of my heart? So this topic is going to be, do you feel like shit right now? Like you can be just going about your day and it's like all of a sudden just the weight of the world just come down on you. You be like, wow, where did this come from? And sometimes it can be plain sight of what it is. Maybe you had an argument with your husband just last week and you still haven't let it go. Maybe your wife just got on your nerves so bad last month, but you still didn't let it go. Maybe you just dealing with something from when you went to college or something. That maybe you dropped out of college or something, or you dropped. It's just so many somethings of circumstances and situations that it can go away for a little bit. But if you didn't fully like deal with it face on, it can rear its ugly head and it can kind of just weigh down on you to where it's like you're having a shitty day. And it's like you be like, man, I thought I dealt with this, but I guess I didn't. I feel like when you start going into that feeling of it's just like a gloom. To me, you know what a gloom is. A gloom is like a dark cloud that sometimes can take over you and you don't know why or where it come from. You have to watch who you around. You have to watch what is around you. And then you just have to really pay attention to your thought pattern. Because sometimes you can be your really worst enemy, not even knowing it. And a lot of times it can be really hard fighting your thoughts. And it can be hard fighting those little voices that might say, wow, you can't do this. Or wow, I don't deserve this. Or wow, I got so much low self-esteem that I go selling for people I shouldn't be around. Or I got such low self-esteem, I don't go after the jobs I deserve. Or I got such low self-esteem, I don't go back to school to get my major in something that I know I could be prosperous in. My thing is, when you start really feeling gloomy, hug yourself. Hug yourself. Learn to love yourself. Have some positive talk. Like, just close your eyes and meditate. Close your eyes and just think about all the good things you got to be grateful for. Close your eyes. Think about all the good people you do have around you. Close your eyes. And if you don't have nobody, just think about the Lord that you have. You know, some people, they lose focus on believing in God. And they lose focusing on the higher power that's keeping you. And sometimes it's like stress is so prevalent today. Because it's like you struggling to try to keep up with your bills. You struggling trying to raise your kids. And God forbid, don't let you be a single parent to where you just doing it all by yourself. So poor little single mom or single dad, you just trying to struggle to keep food on the table. You trying to struggle to see how you going to pay that light bill that next month. You hoping that you even got enough to pay your rent. So it's like, it's so much stresses that can really make you feel like shit, man. And just those things I just named alone can make you feel like shit. Like, it can really throw you into a cloud. Like, man, it's like no matter what I do, I can't win. Like, I mean, I'm applying for jobs. I can't get the job I want. You know, I'm doing this, but I can't get the man I want. I'm doing this, but I can't get the woman I want. I'm doing this, but my kids acting out, showing off. It's like I just can't win. I mean, everybody has stuff that they're handling and dealing with. And it's like nobody really is trained in this society to say, hey, man, it's going to be all right. Hey, just think positive. You know, just take your time. Just put a plan together. Work on getting, the storm don't last forever. The sun do come out. Like most people just let you go about your way feeling like crap. And then some people get suicidal where there's a lot of suicide numbers out there where people took in their life because it was just that much unbearable. So hold your head up. Hold your head up. Hold your head up, you know. Everybody goes through that. Even I go through that. I mean, I deal with a lot of stuff as far as just you know, a lot of my stuff is just childhood stuff that I'm trying to get past. And I'm sure a lot of guys of you out there maybe have some childhood stuff that you haven't dealt with. And that's going to be one of my next videos, is running. What are you running from? So, like I said, don't feel like shit today. Stuff happens to everybody. If we all pull together and come together and love each other, all this virtual technology we got, and the only thing we using it for is to send the next biggest booty, or to send the next, the next murder, or what, to send the next fight. Everything is about fighting, fight, or to send just, I mean, it's just nothing inspiring. Nothing that will make you feel just a pure thing of positive energy. It just make you want to fight, steal, kill, or just make you feel like you ain't worth a damn. Like, you got all these models on here, or you may not feel like you got enough money because you seeing people just dropping it like it's hot, making it rain on them hoes. Like, man, I wish I could make it rain on them hoes, but I ain't got no money to make it rain on them hoes. But it ain't about that. You can get it. You can get what you put your mind to, but you just have to realize that patience is a virtue. You know, you might don't have it now, but if you put in the footwork, the energy, the effort, over time, it will come. Nothing just falls in your lap unless you just lucky like that. But for all the average Joes, you have to go out there, grind and work for it. That's why I grind and work so hard as I do, because I have a vision. I have a vision, I have a want, and I'm going to get it. Like I said, I don't take no for an answer. I refuse to take no for an answer. What I want, I might not have it now. Some things I want, I do have it now. But I'm always on a path to wanting to get something else. So it's like, once you set one goal, right, and you achieve that, you shouldn't stop there until the day that you're not breathing no more should be the day that goals are not set anymore. So long as you have life and you breathing, you should always have something that you're trying to accomplish, because that's what keeps you going. Like, if you really think about it, a lot of older folks, let's just say this guy did 40 years on his job, and he really liked his job, and that kept him going. And all of a sudden, just because he wanted to fit into society, he decided to retire, get his gold watch, get his little retirement party, and now he's sitting home not doing nothing. Guess how long most guys that retire last? I mean, probably a few years. They don't last long, especially if they're doing a job that they're passionate about and they like to do. A lot of times, staying busy and staying, like, accomplishing things and staying doing stuff that is productive, that keeps you, like, that keeps you going. That's also another video I want to make too, is hard work is a stress reliever. It's a stress reliever for me, because I'm not even going to go into that. I'm going to say that for the next video, but it's okay. It's normal to feel like shit sometimes. If you feel like shit today, find a homie that you can talk to, find a sibling or your mom, your dad, or talk to yourself. Like, sit down, like I said, meditate, close them eyes, and let that thought, let that thought be there, but just sit there. Sit there, don't do nothing for however long you need to until that thought passes. Because all a thought is, truly, guys, is energy. And it only has a certain cycle of amount of time that is going to cycle in your mind before it passes. So give that thought, whatever it is, whether it's bad. I mean, you want to keep the good thoughts, but if it's bad, just meditate until it passes. And then when it passes, intentionally think of a good memory or pretend of something that you want. And think of that want and replace when that bad thought passed with that. That's how you start to build on your positivity, is to, even if you never had any good memories, pretend of something that you want. Like I say, for people that got low self-esteem, let's just say you just don't feel that attractive, or there's an attribute about yourself that you absolutely can't stand. Find somebody that you would like to resemble and pretend you them for the day. Like I always tell my daughter, hey man, just pretend like you Queen Elizabeth. How do Queen Elizabeth get treated? She get treated like royalty. So pretend like you're royalty. Pretend like I even bought her a little crown so she can really get into the acting mode of pretending to be Queen Elizabeth. And it's fun. It's really fun sometimes just to act and to come outside of who you are to try to be kind of another identity, because it is stressful, depending on who you are, to be yourself, to walk in your shoes all day, every day. Nobody really knows what you're dealing with. So sometimes you have to come out of yourself just to get a break and then go back in yourself and deal with what it is you're dealing with, like to come to. Oh, it's okay. We all have them days where we got a lot of junk that sometimes we just feel shitty for that day. But don't let it get to where it's keeping you unproductive, or it's keeping you bitter, or it's making you hurt people, or it's keeping you to where you just, it's bringing you down. Like I said, it's normal because nothing is perfect. Like for it to be perfect, that means you would never ever feel shitty. You would never ever have a bad day. But that's not life. So let's be realistic with stuff. You gonna have a shitty day, just know how to deal with it. That's all. So don't let it overpower you. You continue to grind. You continue to work through that shitty day and get what it is you want. Because that's what life is about. And I realized that just from me doing it. So I'm really talking this from experience because I get a lot of fucking shitty days. I got a lot of shitty days. I might be thinking like, damn, man, I'm mad about that jackknife. Like, goddamn, man, I'm mad I had to move. Like, goddamn, man, stuff getting on my nerves. But I work through it, though. I take my time off. I'll take some retreat back so I can reflect. But trust me when I tell you that I've had my share of shitty days. I get my share of shitty days, but I don't let it conquer me. I keep it pushing. So you got to do the same, baby. So, all right, y'all, let me lay down. I figure I throw my little wig on. I said, let me get cute a little bit for this video. It ain't going to be for YouTube, but this is going to be for Facebook. So, all right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this. Hopefully, I can build my numbers up here on Facebook, and hopefully we can take it from there. So just like I tell people over there at YouTube, time is of the essence, everybody. Let's make better time of it. We should hopefully learn to love each other and not judge each other. Because I never judge you, honey, and I love you. I love you. I love everybody. That's enough. I'm telling y'all, when I tell y'all I got so many videos I'm behind on, man, that's why I say, you know what, bump laying down. I have to get this stuff off my chest. So let me at least do this one topic. I got this one off my chest because another video I want to do is about unity. Like I said, I made that video about the police at my son's school. And I never want things to come across as being racist. But like I said, you gotta be realistic. Even though I love all people, that don't mean everybody else love all people. And we know that racism is a big problem in America. So for me to never ever talk on a situation that either I'm going through or I see somebody else going through and it is apparently something of that realm, then to me, I'm not being true to myself. I'm not keeping it 100. But that don't mean that I don't love everybody, because I do. Now, grant, I don't love people that's evil. I don't like people that make it known that they hate like they're racist. Or I don't like people that murder people. I don't like pedophiles. So I don't like those people. But people that are just like me, they're positive spirit, good people, I love them all day long, because no matter what color you are, if you got a positive spirit, then we just like this. So, all right, y'all, let me lay my tail down so that I can grind, hustle, and get back to work. So, like I said, virtual hugs, baby. Virtual hugs, honey. Love you. Deuces. Deuces, everyone. Deuces.